Pull-ups suck when it comes to building muscle. Look, I said it. They are a downright awful exercise when it comes to building muscle. Now, before any of you get in the comments and say, well, actually, sir, I built muscle using pull-ups. That's cool. That doesn't mean they were the most effective exercise, and that doesn't mean you would have not built more muscle with a different exercise. Now, pull-ups are an issue for two main reasons. Number one, and most importantly, they are incredibly inconsistent from workout to workout, from month to month, from year to year. And that is because pull-ups, you are pulling your body weight. And body weights, depending on if you're lifting in the morning, if you're lifting in the night, if you're bulking, if you're cutting, if you ate breakfast, if you're holding on to water, pull-ups can change very easily in a very quick amount of time, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5% in difficulty. And you might say, oh, that doesn't matter. A 3.5% increase or decrease in difficulty doesn't matter. It does. It matters a lot. That's the difference. That's the difference in going up in weight on a stack. A 5% increase, that's a lot. That's the kind of increase you would want to make ideally in a year. If you can increase your bench press by 5%, and in your first year you'd like to increase it by more than that, but if you're an intermediate to advanced lifter and you can increase your bench press by 5%, that's ideal. But with the pull-up, from a Monday to a Thursday, your body weight could easily change 3, 4, 5%, and that could make it easier, that could make it harder. And it's like we're going to do 4 sets of 10 with our body weight, and then 3 days later I can only do 4 sets of 6 because I gained 4 pounds, or I gained 8 pounds, or I lost weight. And it's like, that's not a way to progress. You progress because you lost weight, and then you regress because you gain weight, and you can never truly know, okay, did my back musculature get stronger, or did I just lose weight? Additionally, and this isn't super important, but it's also not an incredibly stable exercise because your whole body's swinging around. We have the example of the lat pull down, which is just a superior exercise if you have it. It's more stable, which means you can focus on building the back muscles, but more importantly, you can pull 100 pounds. 100 pounds is the same today as it is tomorrow. Your body weight is different from today to tomorrow night. And look, if you're a serious lifter and you're not a beginner, if you're a beginner, do pull-ups, who cares? You're going to build muscle if you give effort. But if you're an intermediate or advanced lifter that's gotten past that first 10, 15, 20 pounds of muscle, you can't just be dilly-dallying around. It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to do some pull-ups. It's like, that's not going to cut it. And if it does cut it, if you are able to make a lot of progress using pull-ups, imagine how much progress you could make if you took your lifting serious and did a lat pull-down or did a different back exercise. It's like, look, the example I gave earlier, could you walk from New York City to Miami? Yes. That's like doing pull-ups. It's the least effective exercise to build muscle. Why not do a lat pull-down, which would be like a plane? Or maybe you even do a dumbbell row, which would be like, driving. Just because you could do something, just because pull-ups build muscle, I'm not saying they don't build muscle. I'm saying they don't build muscle effectively. At the end of the day, why do something that gets you these results when you could get these results for the same amount of time and work?